Squatting with a short torso and long legs. I see this a lot in commercial gyms. People are trying to mimic powerlifters who have perfect leverage for the squat, but they have difficulty squatting. Why do they have difficulty squatting? Primarily for 4 different reasons. First, they have poor ankle mobility. This is what we call dorsiflexion, or bringing the shin closer to the toes. They have poor hip mobility, primarily poor hip flexion and external rotation. Number 3, they have muscle weakness, imbalance in the lumbopelvic hip complex. And number 4, the subject of today's video, long femurs, a high femur to torso length ratio or a high femur to short tibia ratio. Now, the first 3 conditions can be corrected through physical therapy. Unfortunately, no one can lengthen your torso for you, and no one can shorten your femurs unless they've got a bone saw. A lifter with long femurs will tend to lean forward. This increases the load on the low back, and that can cause low back injury. There are, however, 4 options that will allow a lifter to adjust his or her squat stance and achieve good form. The 4 options are widening of the squat stance. Number 2, externally rotating the legs, standing with the feet turned outward. Number 3, raising the heels by purchasing shoes with raised heels. And number 4, placing the bar as low as possible on the back. The benefits of these 4 options are widening the stance shortens the distance of travel and keeps the torso in more of an upright position. Okay? External rotation of the legs, or moving the feet outward, allows you to achieve greater depth. Raising the heels keeps the shoulders aligned vertically with the midfoot, over the midfoot. This keeps the lifter balanced and prevents the lifter from falling backwards during the descent. Now, placing the bar as low as possible on the back allows the lifter to maintain the center of gravity. And what is the center of gravity? The center of gravity is that point at which the weight is balanced. Now, during a high bar squat, the weight is out of the center of gravity, okay? It pulls the lifter forward. You see this all the time, almost without exception in commercial gyms. Now, if you will adopt these 4 techniques, the lever arms are improved and the weight is evenly distributed between the low back, the knees, and the feet.